Hey everyone, good to see everybody. Hope it was a nice summer. Excited about another year, another journey, and where our team's at and the opportunity that's in front of us. Obviously, tremendous foundation here in Toronto and with our group. In saying that, obviously some change with Tree coming in, but he's been phenomenal. This communication and getting to know everyone and getting a feel for things, and obviously starting to make his impact with the group. And I think we've added some great pieces. Obviously, we've lost some good pieces, but added some really good players that are going to help us in many different facets of the game and our identity as a team, and continue to be deep and difficult to play against. Obviously, I think our division is getting tougher and tougher. Teams that are pushing to make some noise and wanting to be there at playoff time. So that'll be a great challenge for us this year, something we'll need to embrace. So excited about that, and for myself, it's been a good, really good off season. Enjoyed some downtime. Continuing to work on my game and my fitness and getting where I need to be to continue to make the impact I want to make. So excited about our group and what we got ahead and another journey and getting this thing going. So I'll open up to questions.
John, you just made the point there. I wanted to ask you about the changing division. You got Ottawa and Buffalo making big strides. So your thoughts on how tough this division could be with few gimme games anymore?
For sure. I think the division was tough to begin with. Obviously, there's been a couple of years there that it was a little top heavy, but you could see the talent that's been developing some of those teams and organizations and the way they've been building and the challenges that they present. And now as they gain more experience, more maturity, their depth is improving. Their expectations really start to rise and their belief starts to really grow. So, we understand that and the challenge that brings, something that will push us. And like I said, that we need to embrace the difficulty of playing in a tough division and going through that grind over 82 games and how that can, you got to work through that to earn your spot and prepare you for playoff hockey.
John, do you look at every season now as cup or bust, or is that kind of too simplistic?
I never looked at it as a bust. I think, ever since I've came here and really since I entered the league, you want to lift that trophy over your head. And I think when I came here, I saw the potential and had the belief that it was going to be a contending team for a very, very long time. And I still believe that to today for the season ahead for us and for many years going forward. So we obviously want to get to the end goal, get to the top of the mountain. That's our goal. That's what we're striving for. And it's been some challenges for us along the way, but there's been a lot of good things as well. And learn from last year once again and move forward, continue to grow, continue to get better, and we got a strong hockey team, and we got to go out there and continue to earn it, and make the plays, be very consistent when that opportunity presents itself. But it's a long journey. You take it one day at a time. It's very cliche, but excited to kind of get things going and lay our foundation for our identity this season and as a team and building our game.
Good morning, John. What was your area of emphasis on the ice this summer for yourself personally?
Sorry?
Your area of emphasis on the ice this summer for yourself personally?
Well, for me, I think it's to continue to continue to fine-tune my strengths. Something that Sheldon's talked with me for years about and really stuck with me is just always making sure your strengths are your strengths. So I think, my body of work now in the league and knowing how I can impact the game and where I'm strong and where I'm good at, and continuing to fine-tune those things as the league evolves, the games evolve, I evolve, my role, all those sorts of things. So continuing in a lot of those areas and my work with Paul Matheson starting last summer on a lot of the skating stuff that I've been doing, I thought was very beneficial. Saw a lot of benefit to that. Sheldon relayed that to me, as well as our performance staff. So just wanted to kind of continue to grow in that area of my game that I thought there was substantial benefit and perspective he gave me and things that we worked on. So just tried to continue off that.
John, how would you say your leadership group's been together a long time now? How would you say you guys have evolved through the ups and the downs?
Well, I think just, there's just a lot of, I think, trust that builds over time to go through a lot of the things we've gone through, the highs and the lows, the challenges that we've faced, and, still not getting to where we want to gone to yet, and how motivating that is for us, and going through all that together, and it just builds a trust and a bond that's very deep. So I think when we push each other and we're looking to get better, and as we continue to find our way, anything that we do, there's a real trust and honesty there that we know we're all coming from the right place and are doing everything we can to help this team win and do what we're setting out to do.
John, you talked about the changes to the team. As the captain, how would you describe this team compared to last year's group?
Well, we've added some different players, different skill sets. The way they can impact obviously on the ice, and the way they can impact the group off the ice. So excited about that. Tree has talked about. I think the term he used was adding a little snot to our game. So something that he feels is important for the team, and acquired some players that bring that, along with their ability to play the game and play at a high level and play the type of players that we have. So I think we're excited about what they all bring. And I think we continue to have tremendous depth in the organization, and I think speaks to the foundation that's built here.
John, when Brad signed Ryan Reeves, he said he'd heard that your room was kind of quiet and he wanted to bring in some loud. So just how loud is Ryan Reeves, and is that an element, a spirit that you kind of need in the room, do you think?
Yeah, I think, playing in Toronto is very special and unique, and I think we have a tremendous group that is very hardworking, is very committed and detailed, and sometimes anytime you can add a unique personality that brings a different side of the game and different aspects, especially the type of player and role that Ryan plays, we're excited about that and how he can uplift the group in certain areas and the impact that he can make. So he is loud, but he's a very smart and intelligent guy. So I think he understands the dynamic of the league, of the game, of a locker room, different people, different players. So it's been fun getting to know him here and being around him, and excited for what he's going to bring in many facets, throughout this season.
John, when you're part of an organization and there's a change at the general manager's level, in what ways do you feel that as a player? What's it been like to go through that this summer?
Yeah, it's been different. I think obviously a little difficult, just because Kyle was here for a long time. Obviously tremendous impact on me personally, on and off the ice. Obviously was probably the biggest factor in bringing me to Toronto. So, in terms of the management side of it and telling me why it was the right spot for me. So, and he's helped me grow in so many facets and so many areas. So, and you go through a lot together. Like I said, the ups and downs that we've been through over the years, but you understand the business side of it, and changes happen. And like I said, Tree has come in, and when he came in, I thought it was the page turned quickly, and I think the group was excited about just from his opening remarks to the first conversations he had with everyone, just the type of person and his belief, his view of things, and his belief in the group that's here and the players that have been here for a long time. So it just got you really excited. because of the type of guy and his view of things and where he sees things heading and how he can help us and why he thinks it's a great group here and the potential that we have.
John, one of the people who played a large role in you coming to the Leafs was Mike Babcock. Obviously, you're aware of what's happened in recent days. I'm wondering what your thoughts are on what has happened in Columbus and how it all came to an end for Mike.
Yeah, I understand and respect the question. I obviously Mike was here, played for Mike, played with him in Team Canada, so I think overall just the whole situation is unfortunate. But for us and myself, focused on the opportunity we have here and continuing to build with Tree, with Sheldon, and our staff here. So just unfortunate, I think, all around.
John, Williams going into the final year of his contract. You can relate to what's that's like. What do you recall about that situation in New York and what it was like to play into a final year of your contract?
Yes, obviously I did that. But I think our situations are drastically different. I think almost every player is in their own unique environment, even though, you try to look and relate to different players that go through that or playing in the final year of their contract before being a UFA. And, I think Willie has made tremendous strides. I think through my whole time here and over his career, but certainly over the last, I think, couple of years, just the level of leadership that has grown throughout him. I think the consistency in his game and the way he can impact the group and the type of game breaker that he is, such a special and unique talent, and someone that we obviously want to be here for a long time. He stated that as well, and it's obviously great, and you hope to get things done quickly and fast, but sometimes they can take some time. But he stated just, which I think we all got to know his personality pretty well, that there's lots of time here and just going to focus on playing hockey and doing everything can to help this team win. So, which we love to hear, being his teammates and him being a big part of this team and the kind of guy he is. I really think he's someone who's built to play in Toronto with the type of personality that he has and how he handles things. I know he's a very hardworking and very driven player. So we love him here, and I think just going to push forward and as we have every year, getting off on the right foot and building our game as a team and individually, and let that take care of itself as time goes on.